Throughout the offseason, as the Mariners were making moves and acquisitions, I was keeping kind of a running tally, a live document essentially, of where I thought the Mariners would be at in terms of projections, what the lineup might look like, and everything like that. So today I'm showing you guys what I thought the Mariners leaders in stats would be like and comparing that to what they did in 2022. So we're first looking at the Mariners leaders for hits. In 2022, Ty led the team at 151 hits, followed by Julio at 145, Adam Frazier at 129, Gino at 128, and JP Crawford at 126. For the 2023 season, I'm going a little crazy. I've got very high hopes for the Mariners offensively this season. Julio's going to be in the leadoff spot for the majority of the year, and he's going to lead the team with 172 hits, followed by Ty at 165, newly acquired Teoscar Hernandez at 147, Colton Wong at 131, and then Gino at 124. I feel like Gino's going to have a pretty similar year that he had to in 2022. Now, it is opening day against the Guardians, and it's going to be a pretty tough matchup against Shane Bieber, but I do have faith that the Mariners can get the job done today. Hopefully, took the dub if you guys are seeing this after the game. For the leaders in runs in 2022, Julio was first with 84, then Gino at 76, Ty at 65, Frazier at 61, and then JP at 57. For 2023, I've got Julio leading the team with 105 runs scored. He's going to surpass the 100-run threshold there. Absolutely crazy year for Julio. Ty at 83, Teo at 78, Gino at 69, nice, and Colton Wong at 66. Following that up with RBIs, Gino led the team at 87 last year in 2022, and Ty France had a career high at 83. I don't know why I changed France. I don't know why I changed Ty to say France there, but bear with me. Julio at 75, Cal at 63, and then Winker at 53. For 2023, Teo 102. He is going to be the offensive powerhouse that we all wanted Mitch Haniger to be last year for that Mariners team. Teo, I think he's going to be healthier than Mitch was last year. Teo's going to pass 100 RBIs. Gino at 89. Ty is going to tie his, career record at 83. Julio's only going to have 78, a little bit more than last year. And then Cal at 69. Julio being in that leadoff spot. I'm not so sure on the bottom half of the lineup and how they're going to be able to get on base for Julio. So I think Julio may be hitting a lot of solo home runs this year. Now, the bottom of the lineup can get on base for Julio. It'll be essential for his run driving in opportunities. Another thing that is essential is the new Mariner Mojo drop here. It's the Mariner Mojo Essential Collection. We've got new shirts, hoodies, crew necks, and a mouse pad and a sticker for this one. It's a great cursive design that Colton and I came up with a while back. Head on over to Spring and use code opening week for 10% off your order for the entire first week of the regular season. Thank you guys for supporting us here at Mariner Mojo. Going into the next stat is home runs for the Mariners. In 2022, Gino led us with 31, the only player to pass 30 home runs last year. Julio at 28, Cal at 27, Ty at 20, and then Carlos Santana, bring him back at the trade deadline, please, with 15. In 2023, it's a completely different tale here. I've got three guys over 30 home runs. Teo at 34, Julio at 31, Gino at 30, Cal at 24 here. A little bit of a regression there, but I could see Cal's average creeping up a bit this year, and then Ty at 22. Speaking of average, the team leader in average last year was Julio at 284. Great rookie season from Julio, as we all know. In second was Ty at 274, followed by JP at 243. Very big drop off there. Then after JP is Adam Frazier at 238, and then Gino at 236. In 2023, I've got a lot, again, like I said, a lot more hope in the Mariners offense. Ty is going to be an over 290 batter, 296. He was en route to a 300 season before Sheldon Noisy ran into him. I will die on that hill. Julio is going to improve his average a little bit here at 288, followed by Colton Wong at 268, Teo at 256, and then JP at 251. I didn't make a graphic for stolen bases, but it's likely going to be Julio. Haggerty and Moore aren't going to see as many opportunities as Julio, and Julio, he's going to be a speed demon out there. If you guys are enjoying this video, make sure to subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you all being here. We're heading into the pitching stats now. The team leaders for innings pitched last year was Robbie Ray at 189, Gilbert at 185 and 2/3 for the second spot there, Marco at 183 innings. Wow. Flexen at 137 and 2/3, and then Kirby at 130. For 2023, I've got big years for a lot of our pitchers. Castillo's going to throw over 200 innings. He's going to throw 204. Robbie Ray, 195, real close to that 200 inning mark. Gilbert, 186, Kirby, 162, and then Marco at 120. Now, you might be saying, Joe, that's a little low for Marco. Is he not going to start the whole year? We'll get there. Wins. I know this isn't really, a super heavy pitching stat. It's more of a team stat, kind of, if you will. But in 2022, Gilbert led the team with 13. Ray was second with 12. Marco with 10 is third place. Flexen and Kirby are tied for fourth with 8. Obviously, Kirby made not nearly as many starts, but neither did Flexen towards the end of the year, so it's a little bit of give and take there. For 2023, I've got Castillo with 19 wins. I know, I'm crazy. Castillo is going to finish top 3 in the Cy Young voting next year, guys. That's my big prediction for Luis Castillo when a full season in the Mariners uniform. Gilbert's going to finish with 15 in second there, Robbie Ray at 13, Kirby at 12, and then Marco at 7. As far as strikeout leaders go, there's one answer here, and it is Robbie Ray. For both instances here, in 2022, Ray led the team with 212, 40 more than Logan Gilbert at 174. I know it's only 38. Bear with me. It's quick maths. Kirby at 133, Marco at 103, and then Andres Munoz, by the way, 96 strikeouts, was 5th in the team in strikeouts for team strikeouts. Obviously, Luis Castillo, the first half of the year, he was with the Reds. So Mariners stats, Luis Castillo's not here. He will be there in 2023, though. Ray's going to lead it with 222. Castillo's going to pass 200 strikeouts as well with 206. Gilbert's going to strike out 104. Kirby's going to strike out 162. And again, Munoz. He's a legend. 92 strikeouts for the bullpen here, representing Los Bomberos. Now, I did have to differentiate here between starter ERA and regular ERA because there would have only been one starter if I didn't. So, for the Mariners leaders for starter ERA in 2022, Luis Castillo was 3.17, followed by Logan Gilbert at 3.2, Kirby at 3.39, Ray at 3.71, and Chris Flexen at 3.73. I know Chris Flexen was not a starter for the second half of the season, but Marco was like a 4.15, so I don't want to put that on here. 2023, Luis Castillo is going to have a sub-3 ERA. I know, crazy, but trust. Gilbert at 3.31, Kirby a 3.54, Ray at 3.59, and then the big thing here, I've got Miller or Hancock, whichever one is more Major League ready, coming up sometime in probably June-ish, maybe trade deadline-ish in July, taking over Marco's spot in the rotation there, finishing with a 3.85 ERA. Now, reliever ERAs, I'd make it separate. For 2022, Swanson had a 1.68. Crazy. Munoz 2.49, Sewald a 2.67, Murphy a 2.99, and Diego a 3.64. In 2023, you don't have any guys below a 2 ERA here. I don't really see a season like Swanson's being able to be replicated super well. So Munoz is going to lead the team in reliever ERA here at 2.28. That's a really, really fantastic year still. Sewald's going to have a 3.01. Sadler, I have a 3.13 ERA for him if he's going to, be a part of the Major League club. I have him pitching in about 38 innings. I'm going to put the graphic up on screen right now of the numbers that I kind of ballparked here as far as relievers go. And these are just rough estimates. It depends on usage, depends on if guys are going to be up there. But if Sadler sees 30 to 40 innings, I could see a 3.13 ERA from him since he was so dominant in his previous stint with the Mariners. Fourth is Matt Brash at 3.18. Obviously, Brash, his ERA was ballooned last year from his first starts in April. 3.18 for Brash out of the bullpen, very doable. And then I've got Diego, a little bit more of a bounce back here as well, dropping his ERA 0.3 here from 3.64 to 3.31 to round out a top 5 bullpen in all of Major League Baseball. If you guys have time, please go check out our first episode of the Hit It Here podcast. Colton and I are starting up a podcast that we're going to do every Wednesday at noon. We released the first episode yesterday. I implore you guys to go check that out. It's a week 1 preview for the Seattle Mariners regular season. Thank you guys for watching this one, and go Mariners!